So I've been having a couple of issues with the Touareg, mainly just water coming through the sunroof, where you can see here there's a bit of water staining, and here on the A-pillar where there's also a bit of water staining. So I finally got around to having a look. You can see the mesh up in the sunroof isn't entirely happy. When you lift it, you can see the silicon's getting pulled away from the body, and some of the bolts had also fatigued and rusted and whatever else, so the water was leaking straight through the bolts. So the first thing to do to get access and try and figure out where exactly it's leaking from is to remove the internal bits holding the roof lining up. So that's the visor, and here's the other half of the visor. So you just pull all of them out, and that comes out nicely. The next part's the airbag cover along the A-pillar. You just remove that airbag bit of plastic, and there's a nice bolt behind it, easy to get out. There's two bolts behind this. If you pull it down, you expose them both, and you can see the drain running down the A-pillar there. You can see the control for the sunroof still available, so we can use it, and that's the test hose that I used. The hose fits down the drains nicely, so you can simulate flow and make sure there's actually works, which they did. And here's the ECU, and the drain is below this and below the ABS. I removed the ECU, which is a fair bit of effort, and that's the ABS you can see there. And there's a lot of leaves and junk and so on blocking that exit out. That's the other side. This is the drain point. That's the disc on the left there, the disc brake and the suspension. So you're looking straight up at that drain point. That's the rubber grommet that sits in that drain point. I've removed that on both because it's probably a waste of time in my place. So that's the final fix. So you can see a lot of fresh silicon there, which is just standard roof gutter silicon. Before I put that there, I could pretty much see sunlight coming through. The old silicon was fatigued so badly, and I've put the same special gutter roofing silicon on the inside from pretty much all the way left to all the way right. I did a test this morning before I applied the silicon, and it leaked pretty badly, and I've done a test after, and it seems to have sealed it up. So mine seems to be a case of a bolt which was holding that mesh was leaking, and the original silicon had just fatigued and water was leaking straight through it. So hopefully, touch wood, all leaking gone.